My 11th Circle presents Cricbuzz Live in association with the Weather Channel. We have played, might have started late, but we have played and we have a full 20-over game, which is I guess the good news. It'll go on for a little later, but it's a full 20-over game. India won the toss. India are chasing. Interesting that Ian Bishop asked Virat Kohli, why are you playing? And of course, he said that it's because Rohit Sharma is resting. So, Zach, 3 changes for India. KL Rahul comes in, Rahul Chahar comes in, Deepak Chahar comes in. So that is pretty much expected, you?
Expected, I think. West Indies is a long flight from India. I think and that all these guys will be very happy, who are going to go back after the T20 series to get a game, So so that trip is not going to go waste with that regard. Good to see Rahul Chahar will be getting his cap today, playing his first game. So looking forward to see him taking that step up as well, from the big stage of IPL to the international cricket. He has certainly been in form, has got the goods to deliver at the highest level, and we are hoping that he takes that confidence as soon as possible, because whatever matches he's been playing in India A as well, he has been very consistent with his performances, and that's why he's got this spot at the highest level. Hope he converts that into
there'll be one household, Joy, where everybody will be up. The cousins, aren't they?
Yeah,
the cousins, Deepak and Rahul. So they'll be up. It's a nice feeling, isn't it? I mean, Deepak's the older boy. The older Rahul Chahar is only now 20 or so. Yeah. It's a nice feeling, both of them playing together for India.
Yeah, and absolutely. I mean, I remember Deepak when he made that magical debut for Rajasthan, got 8 wickets in that Ranji match and really stirred it up. And it's been fantastic that he's made that progression to finally, playing for India and now getting a couple of games out here. Rahul has been just fantastic, and one of the reasons maybe Mayank Markandeya is no longer in Mumbai is because Rahul just developed so fast. And, I've had the opportunity to see him up close recently. Again, what strikes me, and maybe I don't know, it's a Mumbai touch or what it does to them, he's also utterly fearless as a cricketer. He doesn't seem to carry that pressure or weight, And that's something that's so refreshing to see in 20, 21-year-olds. They're walking out without the burden of saying that, I'm making a debut.
It'll be interesting because the India captain is watching him bowl.
Yeah.
So there's the added incentive that you're playing in front of the India captain. They're cousins, Deepak and Rahul. I think 2 brothers married 2 sisters and their children. So from that's the way they're 2 cousins. The other one is KL Rahul, because in the eyes of some, KL Rahul is probably India's most free-stroking T20 opener. He's got a bit lost in the 50-over game, batting at 4 sometimes, going back up again. His life has been a little up and down in the last 8 or 10 months. I'm interested in seeing how he goes out when the time comes to bat.
You get an impression that he's going through some kind of understanding of his own game. So he certainly has started his career not at the international level, but just as a cricketer, being purely a days player, used to prefer longish format of the game, and used to get criticized for not really scoring runs at a good pace. To transformation when he went to RCB and suddenly, spending time with likes of Virat, understanding his game bit more, understanding the demands of a shorter format, transforming himself to going on to being one of the power hitters
he went up
at
to
the
Kings
top
11
order.
and he was just hitting everything out.
And now he is kind of trying to be in between. So he's still figuring out his game. But I think one decision from the management which is seen now, we can say hopefully they'll stick with that. He's going to be opening the innings. And he's the specialist opener. That should give him that confidence as well in terms of finding his style of play. Because clearly he has shown that he can play both the roles. It's just that he has to find that good balance in terms of building innings. At times when you look at him, you see that he's confused. He's confused in terms of whether he wants to be out and out attacking batsman or he wants to be the correct sort of batsman. So that's something which
he
has
aspires
to
to play all 3 formats, isn't it? Because he wants to play all 3 formats. It's not easy. So the only one who doesn't get a game is Shreyas Iyer.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping he's been locked in as the number 4 for the 3 one-day internationals that come in.
They must have. Virat must have patted him on the back and said, you'll get your chance in a couple of days. It doesn't matter. You haven't made this long trip for nothing. But, that's what I was saying. My only worry about Rahul is again that thing that he will be slotted as an opener. But at least in the immediate future with Shikhar and Rohit, it's going to be so difficult for India. Even if Shikhar is probably not looking like the player he was about. He keeps giving you that this thing. The World Cup, he was in fantastic.
You know what?
form.
I actually think. Sorry to interrupt. I actually think now that Shikhar seems to have gone out of the calculation in Test match cricket, I think he's free to focus on white ball cricket, isn't it? So he'll probably come back better. He'll probably become better.
I think leading up to World Cup, that was the thought process.
Yeah.
But if you ask Shikhar, I think he would want to play all the formats. He's a very hard-working lad. He wants to not miss on any opportunities as we gather, and that's the way it should be. I think.
Yeah, but he's not been picked for the West Indies.
So
Test
you
matches,
have these bunch of players who are pushing each other, and I think that's a healthy competition which will help someone really take it to the level where you are untouchable. And if that is going to happen, then it will be a great thing for Indian cricket for sure. But I think like I said in the earlier show as well, I think some kind of consistency in terms of role delegation needs to be there as far as going forward with Indian team is concerned, because that gives you clarity as an individual as well. When you are looking to claim a spot, or when you're looking to make a comeback, you know that, okay, this is what is expected of me. I'm not able to deliver that. Now, how can I achieve that? What are the ways of making that kind of impacts? I think that clarity and communication is very important.
We're just waiting for the West Indies team to come through, because there's a little bit of confusion on who exactly is playing and who isn't. So we've got that. We can take a look now at the West Indies side as well. 0-2. They've got lots to play for. Now Fabian Allen comes in. He'll bowl a little bit of left arm. He's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant fielder. He can bat a little bit as well. So he comes in place of Khari Pierre. Otherwise, it looks like pretty much the same side. And I'd be interested in seeing how they go about batting, because Virat Kohli said at the toss there's a little bit of dampness, but I don't think West Indies will play any different.
No, they won't play any different. And I don't think Sunil Narine, if he's opening at the top of the order, knows how to play any different. If you're expecting forward defensive from Sunil Narine, you might as well.
They don't need to. They're batting so deep. They're batting all the way
Allen
down.
bats
So
up
they
to
don't
now.
need to do that.
Fabian Allen can tonk
it.
Yeah, he can bat.
He's got a fair bit of idea. So so that clearly is going to be the indication of wicket as well. They're concerned about their batting and also the kind of wicket which they will be playing on today. Guyana predominantly has been sluggish kind of a wicket. You don't really shot making is not that easy. So you have to really be skillful to get runs here. Predominantly has been turning track. So that's something which we'll have to wait and see. So even if there is moisture in the wicket because of the rain around, I think it'll help the spinners, and that's something which you'll see making some sort of impact on the game. The scoring will be on the relatively lower side compared to T20.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at some of the numbers. 2018 had the highest average T20 score, but before that it was 118, 120, 140. 2018 it went up to 159, so you don't expect a 200 kind of score. Now you've still got time to make your sides. The game starts at 9 India time, so you've got about 10-11 minutes to go down to my11circle.com. If you haven't already downloaded, it doesn't take time. You just download it, create your own team, and get about playing. So you've still got about 10 minutes or so to select your team. Now we're done with the joy factor. Some of you have given you answers as well. We won't tell you just yet if you're right or wrong. What we will tell you is what we hope will be the score in our My 11 Circle expert couch.
135.
135 for the West Indies.
Yeah.
I'm starting to sound like an auctioneer, isn't it? 135 for the West Indies.
Sold to the gentleman in the blue t-shirt. Actually, I'll go a bit higher. So many batsmen. It shouldn't be. It's a shame if they're not all used. 150.
Yeah, 150. I'll go in between. 144. Okay. Actually, I won't even say, actually 120, but I'll go 144. Let's see. I'll 144 as well. So there you are. That was My 11 Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. Let's take a look at what lies ahead in terms of the weather, because this does come to you in association with the Weather Channel. And that's what we've got for you coming up. We're told that the weather's going to get better. The morning is already a lot older than it was. So chance of rain 85%. That's what the Weather Channel, the most downloaded weather app, is telling us. Afternoon Chance of rain slightly better. We won't be going into the evening anyway. 29 and 24, humidity 80%, so not the easiest of conditions to play. So let's see what happens. We'll come back to you at the end of the 10th over, which is for Cricbuzz Combox. Till then, just wait and we'll have cricket very soon.